You'd expect this will all be about lanes 3, 4 and 5. The two black caps, Wilson and Stubbornly Cook. Wilson's the first to surface. He's got away well. Stubbornly Cook on his left. To the inside is Daniel Cave. Good start for Wilson.
Absolutely. Out in lane 3, we see Daniel Cave sticking right with him. Wilson has really got the rate up and he's really getting a good glide. He actually looks a little bit better than what he did in the 100 earlier in the week. He's got a bit more control in his technique, but Daniel Cave is bringing it right into this first 50 with him as well.
As we look at the underwater here, we saw this in the 100. He did start well and then faded to 4th. A much longer race tonight though, Grant.
Absolutely. The 200-metre breaststroke, he really got to control the rhythm here. He's in a good spot right now. His stroke, his technique looks very good. Well and truly under world record time. And we can see Zac Stubbornly Cook, which we expected, start to move up now.
And we should say, this man, since missing the Olympics, has gone on to be a world record holder. He also has gone on to take silver at the World Championships. But he wants more than anything else to join that exclusive club and to be able to say, I am an Olympian.
And they're nearly a full second under world record time. So they're absolutely flying through this first 100-metre breaststroke. The men here are going to be pushing themselves all the way, and this is where it really starts to get painful. It starts to crank up, and we can see Matt Wilson has started to accelerate, but Zac Stubbornly Cook is starting to get up on his shoulder now, and Daniel Cave is just dropping back a little bit more as the cream starts to rise to the top. Yeah,
Daniel Cave is being left in their wake at the moment. He's got a lot of work to do. Stubbornly Cook and Wilson, they went 1-2 earlier this year. Stubbornly Cook has taken the lead at the 150.
Stubbornly Cook had a fantastic turn there. His rotation from his hands back to his feet was super quick. But you can see here Matt Wilson, his cap's coming off a little bit now, but he's sticking with him. And he's just got to hang on to get under that 208.2.
Well, if there's anyone in this pool we want to qualify, it's Matt Wilson, but the intention up front right now is the world record. Zac Stubbornly Cook, he's trying to hang on. Wilson's trying to hang on to that qualifying time. Want to finish. Stubbornly Cook, he's going to qualify for sure. Can Matt Wilson get under it? Come on, son, get under it. Oh, no. Can you believe it? What a performance from Stubbornly Cook, but heartbreak once again for Matt Wilson. There'll be tears aplenty. Stubbornly Cook is one of the great swims, 206.28 for him, a cracker of a swim, gave the world record a real shake. And look at that, they've known each other for years, and this man, for the second time in this pool, is heartbroken.
Two opposite ends of the spectrum here. All these men, they've raced together, they've been on teams together for the past 5 years, and you can just feel that emotion right now. It's brutal. This is what the trials is about. You see it, you have the extreme highs and you have the extreme lows.
There's no tightrope like it is there, Grant. It only happens at the trials. And you've got to remember that the Australian qualifying standard is set at 8th place in the world from the last World Championships. It is a very difficult standard to reach.
That's right. It's an extremely high standard. We don't take passages on this team as we go over to Tokyo. With the underwater shot here on Matty Wilson, he did everything right tonight. I think he had a very controlled race. He got out and he was in a good rhythm. He wasn't overrating early on in the event. He held out Zac. Zac swam the perfect swim. Look at this, going into the final wall. Zac was super quick through that rotation. He was ready to bring that last 50 home. But Matt Wilson was hanging in there nicely. And you can see here, as we come into the last 25 metres, Zac's rate just starts to lift. He starts to shorten the stroke and gets a little bit more power. And look at that. And you can see Matt starts to rake, but doesn't catch as much water. But look at Zac on the right there. He's absolutely powering home just to miss out on that world record by 0.16 of a second. And only 0.24, I think the margin was, that Matt Wilson has missed out. 24 hundredths of a second, the difference between being an Olympian or not. And it's almost the same time he missed it by 5 years ago. At the other end of the spectrum though, Grant, we've got to take our caps off to Zac Stubbornly Cook. That is the second fastest 200 breaststroke ever swum. What a performance from Zac Stubbornly Cook, 206.28. He's given that world record a mighty shake and his pool deck with Gian.
Zac, missed a qualifying time in the 100 breaststroke. You just won the 200 breaststroke in a new Commonwealth record time. You're going to Tokyo.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I don't even know what to say. I'm just ecstatic.
Obviously, the goal was to make the qualifying time, was to get on that plane, cement your spot. Did you know how fast you were going to swim tonight? Did you know that you had that swim in you? That's the second fastest time in history that you've just pulled out tonight.
Yeah, we went into tonight just looking to execute a process, like swam well, nationals, and built into this meet, and I was pretty happy with the 100 where it was at, and knew that my forte is in the back end, so yeah, I was just looking to execute a race plan and try to swim my own lane, and Matt there going out pretty fast was quite helpful in the end. Yeah, I was very happy with that swim.
You're also under world record pace until about the last 8 metres or so. Does all of a sudden that become a goal?
You know, Chupkov, world record holder, comes back faster than most guys come back in the 100. So, you know, at the Olympics, it'll be great to race someone like that because him and I race quite similar. And a lot of the other guys that go 2:06 race complete opposite. So I'm excited to race at that event.
I know it's not about your competitors, but you've raced Matt Wilson a lot over the last few years. Obvious heartbreak for him tonight. He pushed you all the way in that race, though, didn't he? Yeah,
absolutely. It's heartbreaking to see that. You know, he works so hard in and out of the pool, and to see that come so close is pretty tough.
Are you the coolest cucumber out there? Are we going to see a bit of excitement at some point for you?
Well, I've got to stay cool, calm, collected, eh?
Congratulations, Zac Stubblety-Cook. You're off to Tokyo. Well done.
Thank you very much.